here.
I'm gonna hold the apron. I'm not kidding. I get fidgety.
Except for God's favorite.
Oh, no, because then if I get up and get the apron.
Rick said, what are you going to do with God's favor? You're going to, like, I said, same thing I do with Death Trap. It's like, you know, starring, blah, blah, blah. And me.
That's the way.
Whatever. Very Stanley.
That is a very Stanley.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Cool. Hi, and welcome to What's the Buzz? The only show of its kind that spotlights the entertainment scene in Southern Maryland. I'm your host, James Lepore, and you may recognize me as the host of my predecessor show that ran for 204 episodes. Well, I'm back. This time under the creative eye of my wife, Heather Lepore, and away from the constraints of corporate America. I think it only fitting, then, that for this inaugural show, that we celebrate it in a place that's also celebrating a milestone. I'm here with the Newtown Players at the Three Notch Theater, and this is the 75th, it's hard to believe, 75th main stage production. Steve, you've been in, what, 74 of them, I think?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Okay, at least. And we're going to talk about the latest production, A Streetcar Named Desire. Yes, that streetcar that you know, and brought to life right here on stage. So, welcome, everybody. We're going to start with our director, Christopher Joyce. And why don't we just go around and Christopher Joyce, director, and starting on the end with Cheryl, why don't you just say your name and your character, and we'll come around here to Steve.
All right. Well, I'm Cheryl, as you just said. So, Cheryl, I'm going to be playing Stella.
Right. I'm Jonathan Berry. I'm playing Stanley Kowalski.
He gets to say Stellar.
Yeah.
And I'm Kate Donnelly, and I'm playing Blanche Dubois.
And I'm Steve Pugh, and I play Harold Mitchell.
Gotcha. Now, I looked this up, just a little tiny blurb for people who never saw the, Marlon Brando movie. Streetcar Named Desire, 1947 play, written by Tennessee Williams, received the Pulitzer Prize for Drama in 1948. Opened on Broadway, December 3rd, 1947.
We got a hello from Wesley.
Oh, hello, Wesley.
Hi, Wesley.
Thanks for joining in. And closed on December 17th, 1949. All right, so it ran just almost exactly 2 years. Broadway production was directed by Eli Kazan, starred Jessica Tandy, Marlon Brando, think Marlon Brando, look over there, Carl Malden, and Kim Hunter. Kim Hunter, do you realize she played Zira in Planet of the Apes with Roddy McDowell?
Oh, I do
People are like,
that.
who's Kim Hunter? I'm like, did you ever see Planet of the Apes? They don't believe me.
Yeah.
Cheryl believes me.
I do.
Streetcar Named Desire is often regarded as one of the finest plays of the 20th century. No kidding. And considered by most people to be Tennessee Williams' absolute favorite. Chris, what made this particular show so good for Newtown Players?
I think that people were thirsty for like a meaty drama, you know? I think that, we all love comedies. I love comedies. I usually am a part of comedies, but I think that people want to get like, the simple way to put it is punched in the face with drama, you know? Like.
Well, it's a night out. You just disappear into another world for 2 hours.
Absolutely.
Okay. And how did you come to direct this? Did you put feelers out saying, I want to direct the show, or did they pick the show and then find you?
Yeah, well, we every year they release a list of plays that they potentially want to do, and you can put your name in the ring. And I wrote up a proposal with my big ideas for the show, and apparently I tricked them into liking it. So. Here we all
It's all
are.
a sham. It's all a sham.
Yeah.
So were you a big fan of the movie, like growing up? Or?
I am just a fan of family dramas. I think they're the most pure type of drama because they kind of force, when you're in a family with someone, it kind of forces you to be in contact with people that you wouldn't normally be in contact with.
Now, Chris, you mentioned the word family. I was going to ask you this later, but since you said family, this is not a family show.
No, it's not. Please do not bring your children.
Okay. Well,
they will not enjoy it.
This is like R, right?
R-rated.
So if your kids don't watch R-rated movies in the theater, don't bring them here. No offense. Easiest way to do this, let me talk to each actor. Tell me about your character, how it fits into the overall plot. Maybe by the time we get all around Steve, we'll have interwoven all these things into like a plot synopsis. That's the plan. Let's see if it works, okay? Starting with Cheryl.
Oh, good. Stella, I think of Stella as a survivor. She does...
Did she sing Eye of the Tiger? Really?
She did.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she was the first. You didn't know that.
No.
And she was...
Tennessee Williams, man. He was a genius.
Before his time. But, no, I think she's been put in different situations, whether it's being in her home with her family, you know, she finds a way out, or whether it's surviving, like literally of getting out of something, or surviving by what she's doing internally. I think she always kind of finds her way through it. It might not always be the best way, but I think it
That was so good. I'm gonna watch that like 3 times and like really drink that in. That was good,
Thank you.
and that was unrehearsed too. She's just that smart. Jonathan,
Well, try to follow that. So
I'd be like, I'm James.
So Stanley Kowalski, he was in the military. He got out, and he has for himself the perfect life. He's got the wife that he loves. He's got the perfect job. He's making friends.
So that Stella is
Stella is
your
my wife, yeah. And then you have the in-law come and visit, and stuff happens, and things don't go as happily. So that kind of drives all of Stanley's conflict.
Stuff happens. That must be the R ratings and the whole thing. Hey, we got 10 people watching live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to What's the Buzz? 3-Notch Theater. Streetcar Named Desire. Kate, I think it's your turn.
All right. Well, I'm the in-law.
Oh, so you started all this
Yeah,
trouble.
so,
Everybody was happy
she's
until
the
you came
catalyst.
here.
Yeah. So Blanche, she arrives and she comes to the Kowalskis and she's trying to find safety and to see if this is a place where she can stay for a little while. And
Did they let her stay? Did they kick her out? No, I guess you got to go see the
yeah,
show to
gotta
find
come
out.
see the show. But let's just say
Troublemaker.
that Stanley and Blanche do not get along.
Uh-oh.
so that causes some tension.
Okay, I got to throw this in. Jonathan, I mean, you must have the most recognizable line in any movie. I mean, where you get to say that name.
Yeah.
So
It's cool to just for like that one instant, it's just all the emotion you could ever just think of, and it's just all shouted into one name. And it's incredible to be able to release that much emotion in just a simple phrase.
I can't wait. I mean, if you don't know the name that he shouts, just do your research. Better yet, be here and just let it impact you.
And I think the show actually has a lot of iconic lines that people might not know are from this show. I mean, I don't want to spoil them, but if you come
Such
and watch
as,
the
hi,
show,
I'm Kate Donnelly, like something like that.
yeah, she breaks character and then
Oh,
says
yeah.
her own name.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least once a
Fourth
scene.
wall, who cares what the heck?
It's a new adaptation. That's-
I get extremely angry each time. And,
Well, give me one more iconic line now that you
well,
brought
do
it
you
up.
want to say? I mean, do you think that's a spoiler if you say your
I don't
most
know.
iconic line? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Tell us.
Well, whoever you are, I have always depended on the kindness of strangers.
Wow, now say it in your character voice. Steve, tell me about your character, what you do, and how much trouble you cause on the set.
Well, Harold Mitchell served in the war with Stanley, best friends with him, and as the turmoil of Blanche coming to live with the Kowalskis occurs, Mitch has a immediate attraction to Blanche and explores a bit of if he can be that safety that she's looking for.
She smells good. I can see how that would happen. Question I love to ask when we're doing a live show of a famous movie. Chris, I'm going to ask you first. Did you let them watch the movie? Did you encourage them to watch the movie? What's your policy on that?
I didn't forbid them, but I didn't want to go and I didn't want to tell them to go out and watch it. I wanted them to kind of. Our culture already kind of tells us like how to scream Stella, you know.
Oh, there goes the
stuff
surprise. Okay.
and stuff along those lines. But I wanted them, and I think they were very successful in like making their own unique, really interesting and powerful takes on the iconic characters that everybody knows and loves.
Cool.
But I still think that people who are huge fans of the movie will come and be very satisfied.
Right.
You know.
But now, actors, did you watch it?
No.
No.
I don't.
Absolutely not.
No.
I saw it a long
Time ago,
so
like
I
back
did
in the
not-
50s, right?
Well, yes.
Okay. See, you did. Okay. Only honest one here. Is that I went home the first night and watched the movie.
I'd grown up seeing it, so that wasn't a big deal.
Oh, even better. You didn't even have to rehearse your lines. You probably already knew them.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this set, everybody. Look, this incredible set. I was going to go over and make myself some lunch. It looks so real. Tell me about the set. Who designed this? Who set this up?
Well, Steve Pew actually, or Mitch actually really took the ideas that we had. We got thrown a lot of curveballs, like we couldn't use the rotate of the stage. And we kind of made it even crazier because of that. We have a full spiral staircase over there that we built for the show.
I have never seen anything like that created
It's pretty
in this
cool.
theater. I mean, I know it's not visible. Oh, is it visible on camera? I'm not sure. But it is absolutely amazing. People walk in, they're just going to be totally blown away.
That was Steve's idea right from the outset, and
Good for you.
when he told me at first, I looked at him like he was a lunatic. I'm glad that we kind of just said, "Hey, let's shoot for it," and I think it turned out really well.
I'll say, it's just
And,
that this is the most realistic kitchen. I mean, how...
We have a beautiful paint job by Linda Sanborn.
Mhm.
She's amazing. She does amazing work. We had Dawn Weber come in and really put a lot of, I mean, it's an amazing transformation, the little details she added here and there. It was just really a group effort. Wade Thompson helped a lot, Tom McCarthy, just a lot of people.
And Tommy Ray.
Tommy Ray, absolutely.
Super talented people that all just
Absolutely.
combine their efforts. And nobody gets paid to do this. This is community theater. This is the love for theater. Nobody gets paid. They do this because they love it, because they want to entertain you. There's a lot of cast and crew members who are not present here. I know you've got some stuff written down. Why don't we just do a quick run through of some of the people who are not present?
Sure. So we have Eunice Hubble, who lives upstairs up the spiral staircase, played by Aubrey Joyce. Her husband, Steve Hubble, played by Luke Rowe.
Did he invent the telescope?
No, he didn't.
Oh, too bad.
It's his great grandfather who invented it.
I knew.
I don't know if the timing lines up on that.
He may have possibly made up this story.
We have the young collector, played by Justin Brock. He is a very late addition, but he's doing amazing.
Can I ask what a young collector is?
He's a young man who collects money.
Well,
for
that answers that.
The new newspaper, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We have Caridad Guy playing a flower vendor, who's a lot more than her title suggests. We have Vicky Powalitz playing a woman who's a friend of Stella's, or
Eunice.
Stella's and Eunice's, and she plays the nurse, double cast. And we have, last but not least, the doctor played by Timothy Joyce. I don't forget anybody.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Pablo.
I don't
Pablo! I can't believe I
Gonzalez.
forgot Pablo.
Pablo Gonzalez.
Pablo Gonzalez, played by Kenneth Faison.
Gotcha.
Amazing.
Kenny!
I didn't forget you, Kenny. I'm sorry.
And the show opens this week, right? Friday night. Runs for 3 weekends from January 26th all the way to February 11th. Now, that breaks down Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, all at 8. Sunday matinee is 3:30. Ticket prices, I mean, you can't beat this for a night out. $15 for adults. Seniors, students, military is $12. Not going to say a kid's price because do not bring your kids. And Thursday nights are only $10, so you can save a lot of money. Always more information at Newtown with an E, players.org. Now, I want to thank everybody on the stage for giving us a little bit of this inside information tonight. Please be sure to join me every Monday. There'll be a new episode that's filmed in our permanent studio in the Leonardtown Arts Center, managed by Joy Nicole, thanks to the generosity of Leonardtown's mayor, Dan Burris. We've got some early bird sponsorships available. Feel free to message producer Heather Lepore on the page. She'll give you some great early bird deals. In closing, I want to say to the performers in Southern Maryland, you will, and always will, have a home here. Right here on What's the Buzz. Good night.
Before we go out, we have a special thank you to give to a sponsor of the theater. They made a very large donation to us for this cast. They've adopted the company with their donation. So a big thank you for John and Betty Ely, my grandparents. Thank you very much, guys.
Absolutely. Big stuff. Thanks to everybody. Good night.